On Saturday morning, the mining crew in Balaklia, Ukraine's Kharkiv region, are getting ready to go to the field. Russian forces had occupied 1/3 of this region shortly after the start of the war. When they retreated months later, they left this land contaminated with mines. Such weapons have killed at least 264 civilians and injured more than 830 throughout Ukraine since Russia's full-scale invasion in February 2022. Emergency personnel here face an unprecedented test, says Anatoly Vrublevsky, the head of the Kharkiv region's Demining Directorate and overseer of 35 demining units.
The biggest problem is that almost every day, actually every day, people die or get injured. We're talking about the oblast here, 30% of which was occupied. Then, after a counteroffensive operation, it was liberated, and we have very dangerous territory to work on.
Vrublevsky says international support is crucial to their work. Ukrainian deminers make use of all outside assistance, which includes demining machines, protective gear, and transportation. Here in Balaklia, emergency services detect a mine and conduct a controlled explosion. Back in Kyiv, the Ukrainian government coordinates the humanitarian demining effort, bringing together government stakeholders and international partners. Deputy Minister of Economy Igor Beskorovany oversees the initiative, which for him is personal. In 2016, he lost his leg to an anti-tank mine.
We want return to using 80% potentially contaminated area.
Beskorovany says Russia violated all norms and practices when it mined the territory, and this poses a significant challenge for the miners. Ukrainian specialists are working on techniques to scan potentially contaminated areas to create a database and map for future demining effort.
Territories that contamination have any logic. It's a huge problem because we can predict next step when we're working with logic, but we can't predict the next step when we're working with situations that don't have any logic.
Last spring, the World Bank estimated that Ukraine would require $37.5 billion for the mining efforts. However, the need continues to evolve with the war and requires constant re-evaluation. Lithuania is spearheading the European Union's demining efforts in Ukraine. Tomas Matulevičius, the economic attaché of the Lithuanian embassy in Ukraine, says the international coalition must do more.
It's not enough for the moment, but it's just the beginning. And in the future, we hope that it will be more tools, more methods, more financial instruments, and the more, I would say, funds or the government will join the coalition.
The demining of Ukraine could take from 10 to 100 years, he said.
It depends how much money it will be, how much specialists will be prepared here in Ukraine and abroad. So it depends from all us, and we need to do that together.
The unprecedented contamination of Ukrainian land with mines and other explosives, destroying ecosystem and undermining food security in Ukraine and the world, deepening the problem of hunger. Depending on the resources, it can take decades for Ukraine to clean its land, and it will rely on international community to assist with the demining effort. Miroslava Gongadze, VOANews, Balaklia, Kharkiv region, Ukraine.